yourself. That is going to upset the neighbours.
Well, the day's finally here, and this is it, folks. She is going to go from an 883 to a 1200. So turned out nice again, not. It is due to rain for a couple of hours this morning, right at the time I need to get over there. I have left quite early because the traffic can be quite a shocker when you get over to where I'm going. It's over Rayleigh Weir. Whoa, slow down. I mean, being on a bike, the traffic isn't such a massive deal, but I just can't be done with it. I'd rather get there on early. I've got my coffee in my day sack. So, as well as having the engine upgraded, which I think is the cylinder heads come off, and he's got a big bore kit. I can't remember off the top of my head which brand it is. I'll when everything gets done, I will go through it all. Yeah, so you got a big bore kit for the two jugs, the two cylinders. Also, there is a brand new set of Vance Hines 2-in-1 stainless steel pipes that are going on. She's also getting a S&S, I think it's a Teardrop style air filter with the cover. And because of the anytime you mess with your fuel or air mix or exhaust mix, you need to get a retune. So I think it's a stage 1 tune that he's going to do as well for me. brace yourself.
Wow. That is going to upset the neighbours. Take the scenic route. Yeah, so the guy that done this, Rocky, he is one of, my view, and certainly not just my view, he is one of the best Harley mechanics that are out there. He's independent, self-employed, so he is always busy, but as my granddad used to say, never trust a mechanic who's not busy. Feels like a brand new bike, I'll be perfectly honest. So as well as doing the actual engine upgrade itself, he's also put on Vance Hines 2-in-1 pipes. They are stainless steel. I went away from the black coated ones. I have them on my Dyna. I noticed after a couple of years they were starting to corrode. Also, the whatever coating they use, as well as corroding, it has a habit of burning off. For example, if you rest in your boot and you don't realise it's against the pipes, I noticed that it lost some of its coating. I mean, I touched it up with black exhaust paint, but it doesn't, obviously you can tell where it's been. The stainless steel pipes are, in my view, the way to go. Yeah, they might not look as great on your fully blacked out bike, but they, in my view, they last a lot longer. So he's fitted those new pipes. Also, he has put new exhaust nuts on. The last ones were rusty, so he's upgraded them. What else have we done? New clutch, heavier clutch, to cope with the extra power. He put fresh primary oil in it. He said that was a bit manky when he looked at it. I mean, I'm not someone who rides hard. I've got this pessimist paranoia about machinery. I think for many years I've had machinery that hasn't been reliable, and you've almost got to nurture it, so I don't tend to push things to their limit. In fact, a girl I dated once actually accused me of driving like a 90-year-old. Well, enjoy getting the bus next time, love. But yeah, I have always been like this. I am paranoid about machinery. I'm constantly checking it. I change my oil well below the recommended service intervals. You know, at least half the miles or time that is necessary. And also, I was thinking about this the other night, a lot of the paranoia developed when I was in the army. We were driving in the late 90s, we were driving vehicles, CVRT, Scimitars, Strikers, Spartans, the sort of track reconnaissance vehicles. We were driving these in the late 90s and they were built in the 60s. Now, when I was there, they were going through a process of dieselisation, so the old Mark II Jaguar Inspector Morse engines that were in them were being replaced with Cummins diesel engines, which were a lot better just because they're newer, and I suppose diesel is a lot more reliable. But they were constantly shearing final drives, torsion bar suspensions were snapping, so you know, if you went out as a troop, 4 vehicles, it was just granted that one of them would break down. So yeah, I did become very, very dubious of anything mechanical. So thank you, Mr. Army. I don't believe this. I really don't believe this. Yeah, no, sorry, I dropped my camera. I can't believe I found it again. Yeah, thanks for stopping. Oh, thank you very much. Right, I don't know whether this is lucky or unlucky, but I managed to lose my Insta 360 camera, and the only reason I noticed it was the remote started flashing. Unfortunately, it looks like the lens is scratched. We'll have to see. Right, I'm going to say something to Insta. Your mounts are shockingly crap, and this is now the second camera that's come off. The first one I lost right into Oxford. I've now had to buy 2 of these cameras. Yeah, it's great, takes great footage, looks awesome, but your mounts are crap. They really are. Screw-in does not work on things that vibrate. Firstly, I can't believe I found it. Secondly, I cannot believe that no one run over it. And thirdly, how nice was that lady who stopped in the transit to see if it was okay? You know, people like that make me feel human again. When you see all the negativity and stuff that goes on in the world, a simple little gesture, that's really made my day. Thank you, Mom. Oh, I'm dreading to see what the footage is going to be like on this camera. I tell you what, I'm so lucky that it came off where it did. If that had come off back on the motorway, I just had to write it off. And that's a lesson, actually, stuff like that. Unfortunately, it's part and parcel of being a amateur filmmaker. It costs a lot of money. There's no point getting annoyed at it. What are you going to get annoyed at? A bit of plastic with a lens. I might actually do a video soon talking about biking and Stoicism. I know it sounds very philosophical and very, very deep, far too deep for a biker. Last year I've started getting well into the writings of the Stoics, like Marcus Aurelius. I'm not sitting there pouring over massive volumes, but in a nutshell, and I won't ruin any upcoming video, Stoicism is mainly based on working out in life the things that you have control of and the things that you don't, because in life most of the stuff we aren't actually in control of. Therefore there's no point getting annoyed at it or worrying about it or anything like that. Stoicism's a lot of it of just about except things do go wrong. And I think it's very, very apt when you consider it alongside riding motorcycles, because a lot of the stuff that happens is way beyond our control. For example, if someone were to pull out on me now and I had to slam on my brakes or swerve to go round them or adjust my speed in any way, there's nothing I could have done to stop that person pulling out. The thing that I can control is riding at the speed limit, being prepared for someone to pull out, mentally prepared, and finally looking after your machine, as in make sure your brakes are working properly. Those are the things that you can control, but most of the stuff is way beyond your control. Even getting a puncture, if you think about it. I've only got a short ride home, but I could easily get a puncture and it could turn a half-hour ride into a 3-hour ride if I couldn't fix it myself with my puncture kit and had to get recovered. But what's the point in getting annoyed about it? It's you're getting annoyed at a nail and a piece of rubber. And believe me, and yeah, there are those that will say, I was that guy, and sometimes I still am, but I am trying. I am trying. And if you ride Harleys, you really, really cannot afford to get annoyed at stuff going wrong. On the subject of stuff going wrong, my Dyna is still sat in there. Rocky is going to look at getting an BCM. It's not a BCU, I keep calling it BCU, it's a BCM. He's going to look at the price for a new BCM, a new regulator, and paying for the licensing for it. He doesn't sound too hopeful, so it might well be terminal. If that bike is terminal, I'm going to break it down into spares or a project and sell it. I just haven't got the time or the, well, say the patience. I don't have the time or the knowledge really to be able to repair anything that complex. He said I could try taking it to a Harley dealer. I've got to be honest with you, I saw the bike and it is, you know, because I haven't seen her in so long now, she looks lovely. She looks such a lovely looking machine, but she don't run. He said I could take it to Harley Davidson and they could work on it, but I think the love affair is over with her. I've put 25,000 miles on her since from new. I think it's time to move on, you know. And yeah, it is disappointing because a modern machine should do a lot more miles than that, but you gotta think to yourself, how old are you now? How many years have you got left? Is it worth it just wasting your time putting good money after bad and trying to fix something that doesn't want to play? Or do you just move on and buy something else? And I'll be honest, I'm sort of getting very drawn to Triumph.